Imagine an AI that doesn't just chat, it understands the real physical world. So it actually understands action and physics and chaos, and it all happens in real time. That sounds like sci-fi, but it is actually happening, and it's called world models. And in this video, we're going to actually look at some world models that are released and some that are coming out. So while Google has rolled out Project Genie, a Chinese team just open sourced something absolutely incredible called Robbyant LingBot-World. So at the 2026 World Economic Forum, there was an interview between the CEO of Claude and the CEO of DeepMind. They both had different opinions of when we would experience AGI, which we're going to refer to it in this video as a system that has all human cognitive abilities beyond just language, so it can do everything. And Demis, the CEO of DeepMind, had the following to say.
Outside of that, I think there are other interesting ideas being researched, like world models, continual learning. These are the things I think they'll need to be cracked if self-improvement doesn't sort of deliver the goods on its own. Then we'll need these other things to work. And then I think things like robotics may have its sort of breakout moment.
So what is a world model compared to a large language model, and how do they differ? Simply put, a large language model is going to predict the next piece of text that comes after whatever you wrote. So it is great for chatting with or doing code. But if you want to work in the real world, in a 3D physical space, that's where they falter because they're really text heavy, hence the name large language model. A world model, on the other hand, will simulate entire reality. Imagine different gravity, object interaction, being able to train robots or cars for our world. I want to first start off with Robiant and really show you what they're doing because they're advancing open source world models. And you can actually see the paper here that we're looking at. It is completely open source. They are showing everything that they are working on, and it is really cool because you can see how, like, the resolution, you can see whether it's open source and what they're working on, the data engine, and you can see literally everything. This is a world model that actually remembers things as you're going through, and I want to actually show you a demo of what I'm talking about. So here we have a cat, and if you guys aren't aware, there's this entire Minecraft type game that came out where you can actually play Minecraft in a world that is generated. This is slightly different because this is an actual world model. You can click WASD, you can move around, and you can see when you actually turn back, the cat is still there. So this world model actually understands like physics, it remembers things, and it can generate worlds that look really good really quickly. So in this example here, this is an actual bench that was generated, and this is just a workbench where you can actually just say, hey, I want a workbench, and you can actually see what it looks like. If we move on, there is a living room, and you can kind of see what the living room looks like. So imagine you are a game developer or game designer. You can actually generate entire worlds now where people can actually join and play in a world, and it's just much faster to create. So you can see what it looks like here. We have another example here with like a little mountain and the lake, and you can kind of see what it all looks like and how it all feels. But it is extremely cool because the applications for world models extend way beyond just game development, game design. Obviously, that is a huge one and something I actually look forward to. Before I get to that, I'm going to come back. But real quick, you can also prompt. So you can see here, this is like a storm, and you're flying a dragon into a storm. But here's the same thing, but with a shield. And you can just prompt and quickly change. Or say we wanted an ice world with the same dragon, you can do that as well. Or maybe you wanted fireworks as you're going in, and you can see the fireworks that are happening. So where this is really interesting is you can actually generate worlds now for robotics to learn, and humanoids and things like that, or self-driving cars. So because the world has real physics, and you can kind of see the squirrel climbing up the tree here with real physics, it makes a world of difference when you're trying to train your AI models to understand the world that we live in to achieve something like artificial general intelligence, or AGI. And just one last quick demo for you because I thought this one was really cool. It's like literally gamified any world model. So needless to say, in order to achieve AGI and just the entire like AI industry, the next big thing is going to be world models. And I love the idea of open source because that is going to help morph and push the industry forward. And it seemed like Robiant is taking the lead, at least as of now, at the creation of this video. And what makes them really interesting is that memory is really hard for world models. Long-term consistency is a challenge, and they use multi-stage training alongside parallel acceleration to make it all happen. And then let's talk about frames per second, because that matters as well. So they're currently at 16 frames per second with under 1 second latency. So imagine being able to feed in a photo and generating a world that's playable like this, which is absolutely insane. And if you're interested, I'll leave a link to their GitHub in the description below. So with all that said, world models, needless to say, are the future and going to play an important role in the upcoming years. And let's take a look at Genie 3, which was just released. And you can see here we are on deepmind.google/model/Genie, and we can actually try Project Genie. However, I need to upgrade my account to Ultra, so I'll be right back. Spoiler, it will not work. So this is Project Genie, and I am limited to showing you this. If you have Ultra and you're in the US, you can totally try it right now, but you can actually see like model in the physical world. You can see what it looks like, how it functions, how it works. You can generate the world and whatever you want to run around in said world. We have Project Genie here, and if I had access, and if Google allowed their paying customers to get access outside the US, you can see that you can actually type in an environment, you can type in a character, and then you can actually create a sketch and generate the entire world where you can like move around in, very similar to what I was showing you. So these are like not just demos, these are real things that exist, and I am showing you a closed source version in this video and an open source version of the same exact thing. So one is like a paper of something that is coming, the other, the Google one, is something that's here, but again, only in the US. And you can see, you can change like your character, you can change just like what the character looks like, you can change the world around the character. It actually understands real physics, which is wild. Another demo for you, I thought this one was really cool. So this one's obviously a person in space, an astronaut in space, and he just floating around. Let's go through some other examples. So we have body cam footage here. You can see the shadow and everything as the person is walking around. We can see the next one here. So this is like a video game vibe where you can see like the character moving around, looking around the world. Imagine being able to generate all this just in real time. That's essentially what's happening. So look at this one where a person is just walking down the street and you can see like everything around. The cars are not moving. I get that. It has some work. The people are just kind of like stationary, but as a early prototype, as an early beta, this technology is absolutely incredible. We have skiing, and again, you can actually see like the physics of everything as the skier goes, and this is all happening. All the frames are being generated as you go based off whatever prompts you put in. So we have a dog walking down the street of Maine, or a cat in a bedroom, or a boat on the lake. The list goes on and on. Whatever you can imagine, you can actually generate real worlds, and they're going to be using these real worlds to train, again, robotics and all sorts of different things actually in our world, helping them achieve AGI. What they are, why they're important, and in the future, I can't wait to dive in and actually demo and have some fun with world models, because that is really the future of AI, and I truly believe that. I have links in the description below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like the video. It tells the algorithm, hey, enjoy this type of content, want to see more of it, and subscribe for the latest and greatest AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.